What's up, everyone? How's it going? Welcome to this week's episode of Combat Coverage with your host, Angel from WMMA. In today's fight news, we're going to discuss three major topics, some official fights announced, potential beef brewing up, and some cool news that dropped. With enough said, let's get into it. So for fights officially confirmed, after the broadcast of UFC 311, we officially heard and got confirmation of Alex Pereira versus Big Ank, Magomedov Ankalaev. About time. This fight has been about a year in the making. Now officially going to headline UFC 313 in March. This one has a big beef. Both of the guys have been talking trash about each other for the light heavyweight title. It's going to be good. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. During Ramadan, it's going against Ankalaev, but respect to him for taking the fight nonetheless. Also announced that day, co-main event, Justin Gaethje, Dan Hooker, 5 rounds. We love to see it. This is Justin Gaethje's first fight back since he got knocked out by Max Holloway. Dan Hooker is on quite a stream right now, literally destroying everyone in his path, coming off his win against Mateus Gamrot. It's been a little while since his last match, but this is going to be electrifying. Can't wait to see it. Brian Ortega has also announced to his social medias and interviews that he has fight news coming out. Who knows who this can be? We have a lot of potential events, potentially in Miami, UFC 314, potentially UFC Mexico, and later in March against two. Arnold Allen sounds good. Aljamain Sterling sounds good. Love TT City back. Big fan. Hopefully he bounces back. Big fight in the rumblings. Duke Bronx versus Max Holloway for the BMF? Duke Bronx in a recent interview said that if Islam Makhachev is thinking about only fighting in Abu Dhabi in October, he doesn't want to wait that long. He wants to be active and has stated that he would love to face Max Holloway for the BMF. And Max Holloway, being ever so game, stated that he would love to fight him, especially at International Fight Week. This fight would be huge. We've been waiting for this for a while, and hopefully Islam doesn't fight anytime soon, because I would love to see this fight. BMF, both men are worthy of titles. Max Holloway is looking to bounce back. Duke Bronx is looking to really establish himself as a number one contender. Let's see it. Islam versus Topuria. In typical fashion, after Islam Makhachev's, win over Marcano, it was a quick win, not really much to say about it. But after his win over Marcano, Topuria was quick to voice his desire to fight him as usual. Dana, will you make this fight? Probably not. We obviously have Duke Bronx in there, but if Islam doesn't want to do the rematch, by all means, this would be kind of cool. It all depends on timelines, and I don't think they're going to give him the title shot right now. He would have to fight a contender, but by all means, stuff is cooking. Let's see it. That brings us to beef time. Tracy Cortez, Ailin Perez, the biggest beef in women MMA ever? These two have been beefing for a long time, both of them chirping about each other here and there. And at UFC 311, they had a run-in and backstage at UFC 311, where of course Ailin Perez did have a win and fought that night. Let's roll the clip now.
¿Ya estás bien calladita?
¿Mande?
¿Ya estás bien calladita?
¿Estás hablando conmigo? Ah, y sí, estoy enfocada en mi pelea. Enfocada en...
¿Qué dijiste? A ver, déjame, recuérdame todo.
¿Lo vi?
¿Qué dijiste?
Thank you.
¿De qué? ¿Que te la iba a pelar o qué ibas? ¿Qué dijiste? Habla. Habla. No, deja que es mujercita para que ella habla sola, es mujercita para que hable sola. Habla. Te estás escondiendo, pinche morra sin vergüenza.
Is this the most anticipated matchup in women's MMA at the moment? Unfortunately, and kind of disappointingly, what other fight is there really to talk about that has steam behind it? I think the only one before that was Alex Grasso versus Shevchenko, but that has come and gone. What is it really to look forward to? So I guess main event, UFC Fight Night, Tracy Cortez versus Ailin Perez. Book it. Now to our last segment of the day, cool news. In devastating news, Tony Ferguson is not in the UFC anymore. He's released, no longer in there. Unsure if it was he got cut or he decided to leave on his own accord. But it was announced today in the morning that he has signed with the GFL. Very surprising news. No one really saw this left coming anywhere. I woke up and that's the first thing I saw. I guess, if there was a time for this to happen, is now. 7-fight losing streak. Hopefully he fights some random guy, gets a win, retires. We love you, Tony. Thank you for your services. Wish you nothing but the best of luck. Another cool story, Jiri Prochazka, after a sensational win over Jamal Hill last Saturday at UFC 311, he was getting interviewed backstage and was being kind of sus. Roll the clip.
I let you go. I gotta know, how do you celebrate a win? What does having fun look like for you?
You know, I took a crazy guy from my village to here to see this event, and they are here, and today I will bring them to my hotel and they will see something.
So a lot of people were like, hold on, what bro mean by that? The Jiri parties, what that mean? So then a couple days later, he was interviewed by the Schmo, who asked him, bro, what you mean by that? And he clarified, and to set the record straight, let it roll.
With guys on the room and all these things, so just to be sure to everyone, man, I'm a, like you said, straight man.
You like the females.
This is what I want to say.
Alright, so now we know the full story. He ain't about that life. He had to set the record straight. Shout out Jiri. But that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Combat Coverage. If you guys are new right here, be sure to subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.